Greetings, brother.
Yes, bless, big up, Christos.
Bless. How are you feeling today, my brother?
Yeah, man, this is what I was going to ask you. Hopefully you're feeling good, you're feeling nice, and you can hear me. That is the that is the most important thing right now.
Yeah, hear you loud and clear. As far as feeling good, feel pretty good, man. Aside from we have these viruses going around here, but nothing is too strong, man, to keep us down, you know?
Yeah, man. This is the special moment in our Reggae Punch show, live and direct from Poland. You are the special guest tonight, and I'm really, really happy, excited as always. Feel this great and good positive energy to talking to you and exchanging the energy, because you are the pure source of great energy. Do you know that self-truth is self-evident?
Yeah, man. Well, the truth that we hold for ourselves should be transparent for anyone to see in us. So that truth that you keep for yourself, people can see it, basically.
True. That's true.
Man. And it's a real pleasure to speak with you as well over there in Poland, which I have to say, much love and respect to the Polish people. It's kind of my second home at this point. So
yes,
everybody out there.
You have a lot of Polish links, I can say, a lot of Polish connections, track with me, track with Damien Sion Pham. Your wife is from Poland, This is amazing, But you rooted also in Greece, yes? Your family, your parents coming from.
Yeah, it was my grandparents that came from Greece in the early 1900s. My grandmother and grandfather, as we say in Greek, my yaya and papu, they came from. My papu was from a place called Tripoli, and my yaya was from a place called Sparta. So
okay, we know Sparta. Something about it.
As my grandmother is from there, yeah.
There is big reason. There is great track, beautiful song, amazing quality, of course. I was speaking before here to our Polish, and not just Polish, because we are the Reggae Punch show is international thing. So we've been talking about when you and Nigerians, the band, gonna connect the energy. It have to be great. Can you give us some hint how did it happen? That you come together and you're working on music together on your new album, new project.
Well, I have to first give a shout out and respect to a good brother of mine by the name of Thomas. Many of you know him as one of the best DJs, to me, period, in reggae. He goes by the name of TomAda. Now, he's a very good friend, and he had invited me to France a couple of years ago, offering me a show. And so I took the offer and went to France, and we put on a show and just outside of a city called Angers. And little did I know that in the audience would be Jacob, who is also Polish. He goes by the name of Kuba. Kuba was in the audience.
Another Polish connection.
Another Polish connection, man. Yeah, and wicked bass player. Let me tell you, the brother is so good. And after the show, we spoke, and he offered a collaboration. So what originally was supposed to be one song then became two, then became three, and then before long, it was 10 songs, a full album. It was just such a natural connection with the music that the songs became a lot more effortless than they've been in the past. It was a very natural process.
Yeah, of course. I was speaking with your wife Maya, and she did tell me also just a little story behind. And I was speaking with you last night, just trying to set up this conversation. And you said something like, "I'm gonna remember this. That is not often that when you meet musicians, the songs just appearing just like that. Most of the time, you have to spend a little more time." time. You need to take a time to finalize the track, the lyrics. But in this case, it's happening, you know, more spontaneously and fast, I can say.
Yeah, very, very much so. And I think that sometimes is energy. Sometimes, you know, it's the relation of energy between two people, their energy, your energy. But in this case, you know, it really, the music was so inspiring I have to mention, when we first decided to collaborate, I said, okay, great, send me some music. They sent me almost 50 rhythms.
Oh no.
To choose from. And I've never had such an experience to choose from so many rhythms. I didn't know what to do. So I picked the first one, just because the moment I heard it, I immediately heard a melody. With the first listen, I was already singing the melody. And so it just really was such a process in choosing through all these rhythms. It made it so much easier in some regards. It also made it difficult because I
too much goodies.
Yeah, too many.
Too many. Yeah.
It's like going to a bakery and you can only choose one thing at a time.
Out of 100, great.
Yeah, so you say, I'm coming back in 3 days and I'm going to buy this one, or I'm coming back in 3 days and I'm going to try this one. So it was a very inspiring, very, very inspiring process that I have to say I'm truly grateful for.
You know, I realized when I was listening last night some of your stuff from the past. I was listening some of the recent stuff, the great Kung Fu album. There's more instrumental, of course. Like most of the tracks are just pure instrumental. But what I want to say, it doesn't matter with who you collaborate. It doesn't matter with who you create music. At the end, it always sounds like Christos DC. You know, it's like what's the thing? What's the magic about it? You know, did you realize that most of the track, it doesn't matter with who you're working. At the end, it sounds like you.
There's kind of a trademark I think we each have. You know, and when we make music, it's very difficult to put into words, but I think, you know, it's the way we choose to write, the way others choose to write, you know, the way that we want to mix and you know, put all of those elements together in the final song for people. But I think it's also what I tend to choose, because certain types of music, I might hear it and I might like it, but it doesn't necessarily spark something where I'm grabbing for a pen and paper. So I tend to work on things that are very similar in nature at times. They might change a bit, where Kung Fu was very different in some ways, but still very similar to other projects. But it's like adding new ingredients. So like you're in the kitchen and you make something for certain people, but you add a little bit of spiciness for this customer or this person. So, you know, that one has a little extra spice in it, you know?
True. I remember that you've been, most of the time, or a lot, you've been working with this specific brass section, and you love to create the melodies, the harmonies for brass section. With this project, with the Nigerians, are you still gonna work with brass section and your visions for this kind of melodies, or all music is on the Nigerian side?
Well, that's a very good question, because they also noticed this as well. And for probably 25 years, since my first album, I kind of fell in love with the process of arranging horns and singing the lines to them and explaining to them. You know, horn players have their own language when they record. And so I kind of feel as if I've learned to speak that language to be able to explain to them very clearly, this is what I want, you know. breathiness or tonality or lots of these little nuances that go into the sounds. And the Ligerians heard this and said, yeah, we should try. So we tried it for a couple of songs, and we may keep it for one of the songs in total, but I think we all agreed after listening that it doesn't need it.
Yes.
Their music is so full on its own. Between, the two guitars and the keys, they really fill the space so well. And it's very, as a guitarist, I have a tendency to play lines very soft. So you have to really stretch your ear to hear what I'm playing sometimes.
Yeah.
But their guitar player, both of them, they have a way of really pronouncing their phrases so clearly and so bright that it takes that space, and there's no space left for horns.
That's great. When I was listening all of the works of the Ligerians, they are tight. They know they are like one body, one organism. It's something more than just notes, more than just riffs, and rhythms. It's something connecting these guys and lady, and making this great. Pure vibe, that they delivering. So
Yes.
I'm looking forward to hear more. So far we have the first track. Tell us something about the other track. The first single is bringing us the picture of the whole album, or it's gonna be different. It's gonna be strictly reggae dubby, because I'm really curious where it's gonna go.
Well, first I have to say that you put it perfectly as far as the band working as if they're one organism, because that's exactly how I feel about them. They have a very special ability to do that is very rare. But I feel the first song actually it's almost like when you read an opening chapter to a book, and the story starts off calm and very beautiful and calm before the first storm comes in. And trust me, there's some heavier tunes on the album that bounce heavy and make you want to dance. This particular song, when I first heard it, it immediately made me think of Midnight and of Akebeka.
Oh,
and
last night I was presenting this track. I was showing this song to my wife, and we've been sitting here and vibing to it. And she said, "Oh, it's like he's like the Christos and the guys. They filling the gap." Once the Akebeka gone, the music continues. It's something about it. That you can feel the midnight in the air.
He was such a special artist that
you did track
so
together.
Rare.
You did song together. Maybe not even one.
Thankfully, I had the opportunity to do a collaboration with him on the Tessera album years ago. Yeah, thanks to Tippy I from iGrade. Tippy made that happen, and
big up Tippy.
It was big up Tippy, and it was really a special moment for me. And I have to say that when I heard this piece of music, it immediately made me think of one particular song of theirs that I had to even go and check online to see if it's similar, and it was just different enough. And so it was as if I kind of felt that energy, that this particular song would be very similar to that style in the way that he would use words in a very particular way. I'm not singing the way he sings, but I'm using words similar to how he would use his wordplay. And I just knew that was what was going to come. And I kind of meditated knowing that moment was coming, clean and prepare my space. And, and I tell people all the time, it's like I take a fishing hook and I go out in the yard and I throw the fishing rod up into the clouds and just wait and see what I catch. And then, just pull it down from the atmosphere, man. And the words for that, they came almost instantly. It was one night, and the song was done.
Done. Beautiful. Shadow of Perception. This is what's upcoming in our Reggae Punch show tonight. I really enjoy the track. I really love it, and I'm really happy that you are our guest tonight, special guest, straight from Washington, and hopefully to see you soon in the near future in Europe, Poland, because you really need it here. You know, we need that kind of vibes, that kind of music, and hopefully it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We will be there for sure in one way or another. It's gonna happen. I won't say anything specifically, but I will say this, that we will be there for sure.
I wish you good luck with finalizing the album. Say hi to the Nigerians from us, from Poland. Tell them that we waiting for more and more. Sending love to you and your beautiful wife,
thanks.
Maya.
Thanks.
I wish you a great rest of the day, great evening, and work hard, sleep well, do your things and keep it real. Thank you, Christos.
Give thanks for having me, brother.
Do you want to say something about the Shadow of Perception before I'm gonna play it, or we said enough? We said enough.
Well, I did an explanation for the song,
yes,
and I wrote out an explanation, and then we even experimented by typing in a definition, asking AI to explain it as well, and it gave us 10 pages of description. And after reading these and looking at my description, I thought to myself, you know what? All of that really doesn't matter a thing at all, because it's all up to the person, how you interpret what the lyrics mean to you, because it could mean something different to you than it does to me. So I think it's most important when people hear the song, you decide what it means to you for yourself, because we each have our own experiences in life, and so you have to take those words and apply it to your own life, the way you're living, and decide for yourself what it means.
Yes, and this is beauty of art. You did art, and we're gonna feel it and interpret it by ourselves, our heart, our mind and soul, experience, and anything else. Thank you very much.
And thank you, man.
We're gonna enjoy your music right now, and wish you once again all the best.
Thanks.
Everything, best.
And before I go, man, I have to say congratulations to you too for keeping up with what you're doing, all your work over these years, man. Really glad to see you're still moving forward and still helping to keep this music alive, brother.
Yeah, man, give that. Reggae music is a mission, not a competition. So you know how it is.
That's exactly right, man. Yep.
Big up, brethren.
You too, my brother.
Keep in touch. One love.
Okay, yes, I bless.
Time for music.
All right, bless.
Shadow of perception.